going up against the Giants. With that, let's get up to MetLife Stadium as we welcome in our guys, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants. He'll come out throwing here on first down. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. So here's the starting 11, and the human highlight reel, Odell Beckham Jr., watch out for him.
One of the few guys in the league that gets you and I out of our hotel rooms early to get here for pregame warm-ups and watch him go through his routine. He's absolutely amazing catching the football.
A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. And a look at the defense for the Cowboys.
Randy Gregory entered the league with people excited about his pass rushing skills. They continue to stay excited about his potential.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Over the middle to Beckham. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on. Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Let's go!
Now a handoff looking right. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. And I know it's hard in live action, but you've got to keep your hands away from the face. That's a 15-yard penalty.
You work on it all the time, making sure your target area is lower and trying to keep your hands away from the face mask so you don't get the big penalty.
Here we go!
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now back to throw. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Beckham, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are going to take a first-quarter lead. Now Matt Prater for the point after. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead.
All right. What the hell did I do, yo? Okay. Whatever I did. Oh, why I do that?
And the Cowboys are able to recover. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession to possession with the opposite team. They got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
And how about this wide receiving core, Charles?
Well, I was at the hotel watching a little film, and you popped your head in and said, these receivers are pretty good from what I can tell. You're exactly right. Can't wait to see them do their thing out on the field.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
Here we go!
Here's Prescott. And incomplete.
Yes.
The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away, but the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
You need to build that dude up, yo.
Here's Beckham. 31 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got time in the pocket. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
How you just drop it in the end zone? That's what I'm saying.
3rd down and 4.
He just needed 2 more steps, man. He probably would have got there.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He finds Beckham complete.
Oh.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key 1st down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. They run the counter now on 1st down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in a run game. No game.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's got time. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jalen Smith in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Partner, I know the ball security's preached like crazy, but every now and then you've got to know when to get rid of the football and save a little bit of yardage if you're a quarterback.
Because now if you're the offensive coordinator, what does it do if it was 3rd and 10 versus 3rd and much longer as it is now?
Yeah, it changes everything in terms of play calling and the pressure you might expect to face on the very next down. Had to throw the ball away and save the yardage. He didn't get it done.
And this is going to be incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time, and it's 4th down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 1st and 10 inside their own 20-yard line. Now Prescott. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
They'll look to throw here. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A nice gain of 21 yards. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
They'll get 17 yards there. And it'll be 1st down, Cowboys. This is Elliott. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Elliott. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Come on, let's go!
They go play action here on first down. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. Their dangerous wide receiver. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece.
I gave you onside kick too. I'm grateful you ain't converted on that
So we're
shit.
right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And New York set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Let's go.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's brought down. They'll get 19 yards there. And it's first down, New York.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Let's go.
Back to throw now on first down. And that'll be incomplete.
Yeah, he's
It's
coming,
a tried and
man.
true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. 10 yards still left on second down.
Here we go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's third down for this offense.
Four down. Here we go.
Here's a give to the fullback. That's Johnson. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
And how about that on third down? So many different directions an offense can go. Throw it out wide to the receivers, get it to their speedy running back. They changed up everything and handed it to the fullback, and he surprised them all and picked up a first down.
Let's go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Here we go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. A good pickup there, a 22.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there, you know, kind of like put up in the top shelf.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Their big-bodied receiver.
That's my
His
rookie,
second
man. That's my
touchdown on the
second
season.
receiver.
And the Giants are in for 6.
Shit, I'm about to miss this.
No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down?
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Cowboys. Their big tight end, 76 yards. And the Cowboys are now just an extra point away from moving out in front. So many times you think of these tight ends catching the ball already in the end zone. But today's tight end, they can run after the catch, too, to score.
They're big, they're strong, but they're extremely athletic. And they can surprise the heck out of you when they get the ball in their hands and they're running away from the defense.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down in those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham with his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. Prater on to add the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Yeah, man, I threw that at the right time. Like one step to get behind, one step to get ahead.
The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front? Creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility.
He's got the hook up here on the comebacker, complete. There he goes right side. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 81 yards.
That used to be in my bathroom. Man.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this
Cowboy,
first
give me a
half.
fight, Daddy. You want to go down.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score.
Hey, man.
Alfred Morris, his first touchdown in a
First score of
Cowboy
my first game.
uniform. And his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead. And that one will give them the lead here as we approach halftime.
Man, you got to put up points, man. Well, I'm such a
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Trying to get explosive.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Giants ready to come out now. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here. First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking for his receiver, sharp, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Throwing left side, it's complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Here we go.
Here's Prescott. And he'll find his man on the outside. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Extra point try by Bailey.
Who you gave that to? Oh.
And with that, the lead is up to 8.
God damn it.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
So they get the score with a clock at all zeros. Now, are they gutsy here in the second quarter and go for 2?
I think they go ahead and kick the ball through the post. Down 1 at that stage. Yeah, I know. No guts, no glory, right?
No!
I think they kick it through the post. They'll feel like they're tied. They'll feel like it's an even game.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Larry. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it, keep grinding the clock.
8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll be grabbed from behind and slung down like a rag doll. Damon Harrison. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
Slowest dude, Snacks. The slowest dude I got. I'm shocked.
Here we go.
Now Prescott. He's going to float this one deep right side. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A gain of 39 that time. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know,
like
when we get together this year and the Davises and the Bowdens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like. Like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
Second down following the run.
Let's go.
They'll set up a throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
It takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Give him a couple on the carry there. Second and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. Second and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Looking to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down.
That me and you has ever played. Easily.
They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And that will push the lead up to 5. Maybe an anxious moment or two when the ball was on its way, but he does find a way to curl it in.
Oh, yeah. That one definitely hugged the left upright, but he got it to go.
This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game, a chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Offense staying ahead of the chains here, second and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the first down.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll look to throw. Surveying the field. He's going to rifle one deep left side. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session. But, Coach, I was throwing it to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though. Such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because most of the time we expect him to actually come up with the catch.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he fires one that's
jumped that shit,
intercepted.
man.
A great read, and it's picked off. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Now Dallas gets set to take the field. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gassed,
yeah,
right?
a little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting off field, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
I know you. Okay.
They'll drop to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
I want to know how Hayes mastered that hit stick. That's what I want to know. Yeah, man. Killing my ass with that hit stick. Like, he's the best, though. He the Yoda of hit sticking, man.
7 yards to go on second down.
Here we go.
Back to throw here. And he's got his man
my
out of the
God.
backfield. That's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Cowboys turn that interception into a touchdown. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Giants with possession of the football, but needing points as we start quarter number 4. They'll give it to him right up the gut.
Oh, stop it, man.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jonathan Anderson. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a fourth down. Here's Brad Wing now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. That's taken it around the 40. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a first and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and felt there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Here's Prescott. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete.
That's good shit, Dick Prescott. Keep doing your thing. Give me back the ball.
Now Prescott. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to fourth down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. It's hauled in by Shepard. And down he'll go at the 25. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it a second down. A good start there on first down. They've got to have this drive.
No doubt about it. Down a couple of scores. They have to find a way to put it in the end zone. Chunk plays, explosive plays. That will be the key to this drive.
They'll set up to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's brought down after a good gain.
Boy,
good pick up there, 26 yards. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
And he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set.